What's going on YouTube? I'm Brandon. You are back in the Gilstrap garage. You wouldn't know it because I got videos dropping all the time, but it has been a while since I've filmed one of these. We've got this, I don't even remember what year, OG T-Sport. This thing's done up really nice. Really super nice bike. It boogies too. I don't know what's in that engine, but she scoots. We've got to figure out why we're leaking oil. Not from there. I got all drain in there. But you can see how that kind of build up and stuff. After the bike runs, you park it and it is dripping. So we're gonna tear into it and we're gonna see what's going on. I've got a main drive gear seal here for the transmission. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the primary. I don't know. We're gonna find out together, and the thumbnail will tell you what we found. So let's get into it. Okay, we need to zip tie this tensioner down. I might have some stashed inside, I'll be back. Alright, well I couldn't really get the zip tie on there. The only zip ties I got left are a little too fat, so I just pulled it off and then collapsed it and zip tied it here so it'll be easier going back together. Now we are going to take off our clutch and our compensator assemblies. I already have the adjustment screw over here, clean, collapsed. So we're just going to take some snap ring pliers. Pop out this retaining clip, maybe. Oh, come on now. Oh! Didn't want to do that, but I did it. Now we can pull out this right here. Okay, now it's time for the impact. I think this one, let me back it up a little bit so you can see more what I'm doing. This is reverse thread, I think. No. Yep, reverse thread. Ooh, smells like Loctite. Right before the battery died. Whew. This should just walk out. Okay, I'm gonna go put that in a safe spot. And now we can pop all these tabs loose on these bolts right here that retain the inner primary. Same thing with the starter jack shaft. A lot of times I can do this with a flat screwdriver in the palm of my hand. Okay. Rather than bruise my hand for the day, I believe there's 5 of these inside. Yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have 2 bolts on the outside, 1 and 2. This bolt here, all that does is retain your shift shaft, tube, jack shaft. Okay, so let's do what? We'll take off the jack shaft assembly, and then we'll have to go to the other side and loosen or remove the starter, and then.
And then?
No, and then. That's all I want.
And then we'll come back and take all the primary bolts off. First, coffee time. That's 5/16 or 8mm. They're interchangeable. And I like to just pull this thing out and leave it as whole as possible. Can you see that? Now, what'd I say? Starter. Confirm that my battery is disconnected. Yeah, I've got the battery disconnected. So this is my wrench here. Big old long extension. Ball end. Allen. Oh, those are on there good. Scary stuff.
Why is it scary?
Because I'm going to break my tool. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Whew. Ah! I hope that was the... Oh, yeah, it was. I was going to say, I hope that was the bolt. This job is so much easier to do on a Dyna than it is a Softail. Okay, starter's backed out. I'll just leave that bolt sitting in there. If it disappears, I have an idea of where to find it. Oh, bam, baby. What do you say, we run this out with impact? That's what I'm thinking. 1, 2, oh, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 on the outside. Let me go put that piece with my compensator assembly. I gotta disconnect that real quick. Half inch. I should have done that first. Okay, guys, we've got a little mess here. Okay, we're gonna have to take off this sprocket here so we can get a better look. Judging from the height of it, that could just be overspray. Maybe the shift shaft seal. Still could be the main seal. Let's take a look, I guess. May have to get the air impact out because I think my battery's about dead. Let me make sure that's the right size real quick. Sure is. Oh. Lefty tighty on these ones. Just goes against your natural instincts to loosen it to the right. Oh, score. This is a good one, guys. Hold on, stand by. You know, I'm gonna leave it how it's sitting because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But I gotta jack this up a little bit and run the adjustment in on this chain. You think that might be our leak? This walked out. I think I found our leak, guys. I think I found it. She just texted me. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'll explain what I'm looking at when that car alarm goes off. Okay, so this spacer walked out, right? I don't really see any abnormal signs of wear on it. Alright, so I've got her cleaned up a little bit. Right now we're gonna pull the seal. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Normally I'd get some self-tappers, but I'm out of self-tappers, so I got some sheet metal screws here that'll work just fine. I'm going to put 2 of them in here, and you want to be really careful when you do this not to go too far, because you don't want to hit that bearing in there. So just till it bites, and then a little bit extra. Oh, my bit's going bad on me. When in doubt, there it is. A little far with that one. And as long as I don't see any marks in there, I'm going to be okay with leaving everything alone. Yeah, everything looks alright. Alright, let's seal her back up. Let me get my tool. Turn it back on in a minute. Okay, I've got my new seal here, and I'm going to show you what I do to prevent it from leaking. I take some grease and I pack this thing full. Okay, now that I've got this thing all full of grease, clean up the lip a little bit. A little bit more than I normally get, but it's alright. I'm just going to take that. A lot of the times they just pop on. If they don't, I'm going to get my Jim's tool. I got the seal on. I can't get this bearing off, so I'm grinding away at it. Or I can't get this brace off, so I'm grinding away at it. Deal with the noise and you'll see it happen. Alright, I think I've got it ground down far enough where I can lightly tap a screwdriver in here and walk it off the seat a little bit. Maybe. There is a seal inside there, so you do have to be careful. Okay, let's see. Okay, seriously, and those are the softest taps. There she is. Goodness. Where'd that go? I wanted to see it. There it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get some brake parts cleaner and clean a bunch of this stuff up, spray it off real good, get all those little shavings out of there before they start weaseling their way into places that I don't want them to be. I didn't even explain why I was taking that race off. I've ordered the Jim's bearing upgrade. It's the best thing you can do for dynos from 91 to 05. So that'll be here in a few days. Hey, what's up? That'll be here in a few days. I'll make a part 2 to this video showing the install for that. It eliminates that race. We'll never have that problem again on this bike if this thing ever has to come apart. So that's how I changed the main drive gear seal. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you can teach me something. I don't know. Thumbs up if it was helpful. Comment if you got a suggestion. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I will see you in part 2 to this video next week.